Merry Christmas and welcome to a special edition of Between the Studs. At Granite Ridge Builders, at Choice Designs, at Jennifer Ford Art, we are all a family, and we are especially thankful for our work family, our actual family, and all of you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Our philosophy during the holidays and during every day during the year is to give back. And so if you come in, if you're watching here, we want you to really understand that spirit. That's what we're going to try and give to you guys today. So what are you guys doing?
We're going to decorate our Christmas tree. We're getting some really good ideas here, but we think, gals, just give us a little time. Things are going to get pretty exciting over here.
Once it gets untangled, it's on.
Yeah, right. We'll see about that. Good luck.
Izzy, it looks like your house.
I got 2 turtle doves. Will it fit in any of here?
Bring it on in, babe.
Time for the pickle?
Does an owl work on the top?
It's always good.
That matches mine.
Some glaze. We need glaze.
Stick it on there. We love color. We love color. Decorating with color.
I don't know, guys.
These are pretty.
Sure. It's looking a little rough. These don't scare me. Okay, we'll fill it up.
Let's make circles.
Like,
Okay, girls, you turn around, you vote on this. Is ours just as good as yours?
let's take a look.
I think it needs a little bit more work.
We think ours makes a
What do you
stronger
think?
statement.
I think we need to add this, and then we're perfect.
Yes.
It's fine.
Seems pretty impressive.
Good. Wait, Izzy, you got the one last, I believe, the green pickle.
A tradition.
Everybody.
All right, Izzy, you're going to have to tell us later on what that green pickle really means, okay?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, as Jen said, today on Between the Studs, it's a special edition for us. It's a Christmas program. And today we're going to talk about traditions and many of those things that we connect to Christmas in a very special way because Christmas is dear to our hearts. We're here at Choice Designs with the Choice Designs crew, also with parts of the Granite Ridge Builders crew. We're custom builders, building in Northeast Indiana, Northwest Ohio, and Southern Michigan. Our goal is to build your custom home on your lot or one of ours. Thanks for joining us today. Guys, let's have fun.
All right, before we start, I just want to say a really, really big thank you to our audience. We're up to about our 40th show. We love Christmas, obviously. Last week, we did a tremendously great Christmas special. Everybody requested that we do another one, so that's why we're here at Choice Designs. We think we've got a great special today. We're going to talk a little bit about gifts. So I think the Choice Design is going to help us with that. We're also going to talk a little bit about some of the traditions that might be favorite to you, like a poinsettia. Why do we use poinsettias? How about lights? When did they become around? So we're going to have a good time, but we also do want to say this. Christmas is a really, really special time. Life is very precious. So we hope every one of you have a tremendous Merry Christmas, super holidays, and make this the best year you've ever had. So our wish to you is that you really do have that in your life. So let's start with breaking off into groups. All right. And we'll talk about those gifts and traditions. What do you think, guys? Okay, now I think our tree is still pretty good. So tell us what you want to do to change it.
Everything.
So,
Can we take that out?
take it out.
Hi guys, and welcome to our special Christmas holiday edition of Between the Studs. We've had quite a few requests out there to make the show a little more interactive for our folks at home, and I think we've got a really fun way today to get that done. Why don't you tell them about it?
This is called an elf on the shelf. This particular elf is named Elmer. So what we're going to do for you today is we want you to count the number of times you see Elmer throughout the show. If you get the number right, we might even have a special present for you.
So all you're going to do at the end of today's episode is send an email to the address you see below with the number of times you've seen Elmer, and we've got a special prize waiting for you. So start counting Elmer right now.
Christmas time, there's a lot of significance with color. Now, I'm colorblind. Some of you guys knew that in the audience, and I always kind of thought it was a cruel joke because we got, you know, green and red.
You want to try that again? You mean red and green?
Yeah.
The significance as far as the color goes, those are two complementary colors on the color wheel, so they work perfectly together. So it's not really a cruel joke. I'm sorry that you can't see those colors, but they are really beautiful on the trees.
Now, also, there is some significance back in the old days of what they thought on the color. For instance, round right here with bulbs, okay, apples. They used to have apples originally that they would hang on trees, and that was the significance of the fall of Adam, eating the apple, obviously. Also, the color red, they have berries that are red. The color red represented the blood of Jesus dying on the cross for our sins. So I thought that was interesting. Now, green is everlasting life. They also looked forward to spring. So it was the coming season, everlasting life. So that's why you've got evergreen trees, and we do have a lot of color in the green.
Absolutely. We love to decorate with themes for Christmas here at Choice Designs. So when we incorporate color, we try to blend in different things. In this particular one, we have the berries, but we both have the red and the green. So we have our complementary colors going on, but we also like to change up and do an owl tree, or it could be a peacock tree, something a little less traditional than just the red and green that we have on the current trees today.
Now, you mentioned things other than the red and green. What are some other colors that are tied with Christmas?
We have the blue, the gold, and the silver seem to be favorites as well, putting on the tree.
Is there any significance to those colors, Tony?
Yeah, actually gold, that represented the Star of Bethlehem. Mm-hmm. So that was a very significant color. White was another one, purity of Jesus. That was another big association. Now blue, in the old days, blue was a very significant color. It was very hard to get. It was probably one of the most expensive types of pigments. And if you notice in all of the old paintings, like Jenny would know in her art, that Mary was painted in blue all the time.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. So the other one too is red. You had Santa Claus coat,
the robe. Yep.
Yep. Also, bishops wore red, so that was another significant.
Yeah, and Saint Nicholas was a bishop, so that makes sense.
Bingo. Now, what do you decorate wise, or what can you give us some tips on how to decorate in color?
Absolutely. We love to have you pick a primary color, and then we'll incorporate the other colors of Christmas. So we'll bring in the golds, the whites, the blue, the red and the green, of course, and we just kind of play off the complementary colors and bring that all together in that tree.
These are great tips. We hope this makes it a little bit brighter for you and also a little bit easier to decorate this Christmas season. Why don't you show Luke and I some of these colors over here? So you kind of make us...
Hi everybody, we're the team of designers here at Choice Designs, and we're going to be your Christmas headquarters for this season. So we're going to tell you a little bit about what we have.
That's right, we have everything from fully decorated trees all the way down to handmade wreaths by some of our designers here.
We have tons of unique items that are spread throughout the store for those hard to buy people in your life.
So if you want to come check us out and find something special, you'll find us at 3223 Carroll Road, and that's just behind the Shiloh Reception Hall. So you go north on Lima, turn left on Carroll, and if you hit Carroll High School, you've gone too far.
Okay, Elizabeth, anybody that knows me knows that I love candy. So one of my favorite times is Christmas time, so tell me a little bit more about the candy at Christmas.
Well, we all know the candy cane, and legend has it in the 1600s there was a choir master who had a choir of young children. He was worried that they wouldn't sit still throughout the concert, so he gave them each a piece of peppermint. Now, over time, it's evolved, and we have more stories, really, about the candy cane.
Okay, well, tell me a little bit more about maybe some of the other stories.
Well, it's been formed into this shape. So Christians, we usually say that this is the J for Jesus. Over time, they thought it was plain, so they added the red stripe. So the white is for the purity of Jesus, and the red is for his blood.
And a lot of candy canes are made very close to us also over in Bryan, Ohio, if I remember right.
They are. Spangler Candy Company, I believe, is the second largest producer of candy canes.
Awesome. You know, Elizabeth, the other thing, I kind of feel that there's somebody over my shoulder this whole time.
There is. He's been following us, the elf.
What's the elf?
Well, this is the elf on the shelf.
The elf on the shelf.
This is something newer. This is kind of a ploy when you have children. What happens is the elf reports to Santa Claus, so you can't touch him. Every night he leaves, he talks to Santa Claus, so he'll report if your kids were bad or good, and then he'll come back. Sometimes he gets into mischief, but he's always in a different spot.
Well, that probably would have worked pretty good when I had little kids at home too.
It sure would have.
Lonnie, you know, a lot of things happen at Granite Ridge Builders, and a lot of times the phone calls are ringing, and they're asking us, tell us about that special program we hear about.
We're helping about 50 to 60 customers a year get into a brand new Granite Ridge custom home with no down payment, minimal closing costs under $2,000, and payments based on their income from $600 to $850 per month, PITI.
So a lot of times people can actually get into their brand new home with as little as zero down, build all the costs into it, and they can get into a $170,000 house from $610 a month in all the different school districts around the area.
You're right, Tony. Everybody knows somebody that qualifies or potentially qualifies for this program and deserves a brand new home. You need to call us today.
JR, my favorite part about Christmas definitely has to be decorating Christmas trees and all of the ornaments. I love all the ornaments. You know, my family, we always had a Christmas tree, a nice one upstairs, and then a fun kids one downstairs, and it was just so much fun. I got attached to all the little ornaments that we'd pull out. I always picked my favorite every single year.
We have a tradition in my house where I get being a Notre Dame fan, the new Notre Dame ornament every year, so I've got every part of campus, I think, on my Christmas tree at home.
That's so much fun. Now, do you know how the history of ornaments started, why we started doing this?
I have no idea.
Well, you know, in the 1500s, they would bring out Christmas trees and they would decorate them with lights. In the 1600s, they brought them indoors and started decorating them with paper roses and nuts and sweets and candles. And after people saw that, everyone always had to outdo each other. So they always brought more things that sparkled, some tinsel. That's how that got started. Everyone just wanted to outdo each other, and so that's how we got Christmas ornaments. And the big Christmas ornament that was very popular was fruit. And that's how we got the round bulbs and things like that. So it's so much fun, and I love decorating with all these ornaments.
Well, that story kind of ties into what I like, which is the lights on the Christmas tree. That makes a lot of sense because back in the late 1800s, they used to actually put candles and light them and put them into the Christmas trees. As you can imagine, that was a pretty big fire hazard. So back in 1885, actually in a Chicago hospital, one burned down because the candles on the tree caught fire. So in 1895, Ralph Morris invented the more traditional Christmas light that we know today, and that's how they came about.
Well, that's really important, and it's so amazing how far they have come. You know, we have the incandescent lights, and I'm telling you, I think I bought a strand every single year because they'd always get burnt out or tangled up and all of that. And now we have LED lights, and they last forever. It's so important, and you definitely don't want the hassle anymore. You can get the old ones for about $4 to $6 a strand. The LEDs are about $13 to $20, but they last forever and are a really good investment if you're a big Christmas decorator.
Absolutely.
You know, Lonnie, it's the spirit of Christmas right now. How about we sing a carol?
Let's do it. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. It's tough.
Maybe not so good.
It's tough. You know, speaking of carols, you know, people celebrating Christmas didn't sing the first carols.
Really? Who did?
It was actually pagans. The word means dance. You could do a little dance.
I can get into that.
It means, and they were dancing around rocks to celebrate winter solstice.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the darkest day of the year, right?
You're right, yeah. December 22nd, I think.
Okay.
Then the church said, no, we're going to have carols, and so we initiated carols about the 2nd century, and we've been singing them ever since.
I should do a little more dancing then.
You should. You should. You know, speaking of this time of year, you know, there's a lot of hustle bustle, and we all want our homes to look nice, and we want a nice looking Christmas tree particularly. How do we find time?
I don't know. My tree ends up looking horrible because I rushed through it.
I noticed that. But anyway, who's going to help us? Let's call in Abby from Choice Designs to help us today. Abby, you're here. Come on in.
Hey,
Come on in.
guys.
Help us.
What's the problem?
Well, we're talking Christmas trees.
Okay.
We're talking about the decoration of Christmas trees, and we know that Choice Designs has some beautiful things out here.
Mm-hmm.
Help us with trees and what you're doing out here.
Well, as you can see around us, we have 2 fully decorated trees. These trees are fully loaded from top to bottom, and we can sell them as a package. And they come in all different sizes and colors. We've got blue and white right here, but anything to fit your decor we can do. So,
Is there anything to eat on these trees? But you
I see a candy cane over there.
And tell me about the price range, roughly.
They range anywhere, fully decorated, from $500 to $1,000 typically.
That's a bargain when you think about the time it takes to do all of this.
It definitely is. I mean, you can't even barely see the tree on these, so they are loaded.
Wow, that's cool. I know where I'm coming this year for my Christmas tree, Choice Designs. Where are you located at?
We are located at 3223 Carroll Road, and we're behind the Shiloh Reception Hall.
Come see Abby, Choice Designs.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from everyone here at Choice Designs. This is such a wonderful place to get great, unique gifts. What all do you have here?
We have a little bit of everything. Very special gifts for anyone you can think of. We have vases, picture frames, custom art, mirrors, rugs, the list goes on and on.
So come visit our store. We're located behind the Shiloh off of Carroll Road at 3223 Carroll. If you're heading north on Lima, take a left on Carroll. If you hit Carroll High School, you've gone too far.
One of the things that I love about Christmas is gift giving. I mean, it really is, but the other part about it is tradition. And I've got a really silly question for you. How many gifts do they give away during the 12 days of Christmas?
I believe it's 12.
Actually, no. Everything is compounded. So on the second day of Christmas, you get the 2 turtle doves and a second partridge in a pear tree. And so when you're going through it, it's actually 364 gifts.
Oh, man.
So it's one for every day of the year.
Okay.
And also the other thing about 12 days of Christmas that people don't understand is that it actually happens starting after Christmas.
Wow, very interesting.
And the end of the 12th day of Christmas is the day that you actually tear all your Christmas decorations down.
Wow.
So on January 6th, it's all supposed to be put away.
Yeah.
So one of the big things about Christmas and gift giving is also being very unique.
Yes.
And we're with Jennifer Ford from the Jennifer Ford Gallery, and she really focuses a lot in on local talent and local artists. Jen, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on with the gallery right now?
Yeah, well, right now we have some really amazing exhibitions up. The one that we have up right now is featuring 14 different Fort Wayne photographers. Each of them have a different medium that they love to focus on. So that's food, that could be cars, that could be tattoos. So if you're looking for a gift for someone who is hard to shop for, these pieces are only $50. They're affordable and they come in a medium for everybody.
And the one thing that I love about your gallery
Yes.
is you have so many different styles.
Yeah.
So many things. Like right now behind us, we have a lot of work from Alexandra Hall.
Yeah.
A lot of people know Alexandra. She's a local. She went to Concordia High School, I
Yes.
believe. Family's involved with the Hall's restaurants. And she uses so much color.
Yeah.
It just brightens up any room.
Exactly. It's so much fun. She's an amazing painter. She does an incredible job. And her works are also coming in at affordability level for everyone. So she has some of her original paintings, which are fabulous, larger format pieces. She also does giclées, which are like prints. And then we have works on paper as well. So if you love Alexandra Hall's work, you can take some home.
The nice thing about what we have going on here, if I'm right, we have some pieces that are $50
Yeah.
on up.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, if you are a novice, and some people get nervous about going into a gallery for whatever reason, come in, take a look at what's going on. I mean, Alexandra Hall's pieces, probably still have a few of them around here.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, we're going to have all the other photography that's been going on. I mean, the one thing that I love about Christmas gift giving is giving a gift to someone that's unique.
I completely agree, and that's what we specialize here. All of our pieces are from the heart. Right now we're featuring Fort Wayne and, you know, shopping local, supporting the people that are in the community. That's a really big deal. That's something you can feel good about on the holidays.
And also having a story.
Yeah.
Having a story about the gift, why you got the gift, who gave you the gift, and it's not something you can just pick up at your normal box store.
Exactly.
Hey, speaking of which, can you show me a little bit more about
Yeah,
this over
come
here?
take a look.
If a scenic small town holiday Christmas is what you've always dreamed of, let Granite Ridge Builders make those dreams come true in 2016. Come visit us at Saddle Creek Estates out in Grable, Indiana, Leo School Districts. It's one of the most quaint small towns in Northeast Indiana. If you come out there today, we can show you that each lot has a beautiful view that's scenic and feels very small town. So come visit us today at Saddle Creek Estates in Grable, Indiana.
Lonnie, you know, a lot of things happen at Granite Ridge Builders, and a lot of times the phone calls are ringing, and they're asking us, tell us about that special program we hear about.
We're helping about 50 to 60 customers a year get into a brand new Granite Ridge custom home with no down payment, minimal closing costs under $2,000, and payments based on their income from $600 to $850 per month, PITI.
So a lot of times people can actually get into their brand new home with as little as a zero down, build all the costs into it, and they can get into a $170,000 house from $610 a month in all the different school districts around the area.
You're right, Tony. Everybody knows somebody that qualifies or potentially qualifies for this program and deserves a brand new home. You need to call us today.
Hi everybody, we're the team of designers here at Choice Designs, and we're going to be your Christmas headquarters for this season. So we're going to tell you a little bit about what we have.
That's right, we have everything from fully decorated trees all the way down to handmade wreaths by some of our designers here.
We have tons of unique items that are spread throughout the store for those hard to buy people in your life.
So if you want to come check us out and find something special, you'll find us at 3223 Carroll Road, and that's just behind the Shiloh Reception Hall. So you go north on Lima, turn left on Carroll, and if you hit Carroll High School, you've gone too far.
Food is a huge part of the Christmas tradition in my house. We actually usually celebrate a Christmas ham, but that's not the same around the country actually. There's different traditions for different places. Like if you go to New England, you might have a lumberjack pie. If you go to Louisiana, you might have a Creole gumbo. Or what was the other one I heard? If you go to Hawaii, actually they have a teriyaki turkey that they roast over an open flame.
Sounds amazing.
Lots of different food traditions.
Yes. Well, does the food tradition have anything to do with the pickle that you've been carrying around?
No, the Christmas pickle actually doesn't have to do with food, but it is a fun one. In my house, the Christmas pickle is something that Christmas morning you wake up and the first person to see the Christmas pickle actually gets an extra gift. But I was always told it was an old German tradition. Turns out in Germany they'd never heard of it. So basically it came down to when people would do the ornaments, with the apples and the figs and the oranges and different things like that for their holiday trees. A pickle salesman tried to get in on it, made up the story, and decided to come up with the tradition of the Christmas pickle.
Well, believe it or not, if anyone else has this tradition in their house, we have the most amazing, unique gift items here at Choice Designs.
Great.
So actually during this month, if you go on Facebook or Instagram, we will be featuring 20 items under $100 that would be great, unique gift items to come and pick up for the pickle person.
Well, I hope I get the Christmas pickle this year then, for sure.
Yes, absolutely. So Choice Design, we're located behind the Shiloh off of Carroll Road. Anybody can come in and pick out that unique gift.
Well, for most people, Christmas is probably the biggest time of year where you're going to entertain and have guests. So your table setting, or what you've done with your table, is very, very important. Abby, can you give us some tips on really making something wow for our table?
Yeah, as you can see here, we've used a wall mirror as the base for this table setting, for this centerpiece, and it just creates a nice layer at the bottom of the table to build up from. And we've simply used some actual birch bark orbs as the main piece on the mirror, and some simple plaid trees and some fake floral, and it just kind of comes together to make a pretty dramatic centerpiece, actually.
Yes, it does make a great statement, and you actually could put these together for people. So if someone's not creative, they could hire you to do this?
Oh, certainly, yeah. And this isn't just all we have. I mean, we have so many different things in the showroom that we can bring together to create what works for you in your home and your style.
And it looks like all of these pieces are very transitional. So if you didn't do this again in the future, you could use this for other places in your home.
Exactly, yeah. And they're very versatile, so you could just use them as decorative accessories after the Christmas season. So.
Happy holidays, and now that Christmas is over, it's a perfect time to get a jump start on next year's Christmas.
That's right. From the 26th through the 30th here at Choice Designs, we will be running 40% off of all Christmas items.
So come check us out. We're at 3223 Carroll Road. Go north on Lima, left on Carroll. We're behind the Shiloh. If you've hit Carroll High School, you've gone too far.
We have a fun holiday tradition that involves poinsettias. Now, I know a little bit, I think you know some too. Here's what I do know. The poinsettia was named after Joel Roberts Poinsettia. Back in 1825, he was the USA ambassador to Mexico. And he had a greenhouse in South Carolina. Loved the plant, took it back in his greenhouse, and started sending it to people during the holidays. Now, I heard you have a legend of why they call this the poinsettia and why it is so important for Christmas.
You're right, Tony. There's a Mexican legend about a little girl named Pepita, and she was very poor, and it was Christmas time, and she wanted to bring a small gift to Jesus. And so she was depressed. Her brother saw that, and he says, don't worry, even the smallest gift would be acceptable to Jesus. And so along the road they went, and she found these weeds. She literally picked up the weeds. She took them to the church, very embarrassed, I might add. But they say this, the minute she took them into the church and she laid them on the altar, they turned into this incredible, beautiful plant the poinsettia.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
the
fantastic.
red leaves are for Jesus' blood, and the white ones are for purity.
That's a really fun fact.
Yeah, it's cool.
Elizabeth, such a big part of the holiday season is the home itself. It's where we cook, we make memories, where the kids run downstairs to open their presents on the first day of Christmas. I can't think of a better gift this year than a brand new home.
And we have a great way to get into a new home. Payments from $600 a month on a brand new home. You may qualify for this program. We have homes available today. Get a head start. You can move into a home very, very soon. Again, payments as low as $600 a month.
Give us a call right now, 260-490-1417.
Alexa, play Deck the Halls.
Deck the Halls from Deck the Halls by Nat King Cole from Prime Music.
Deck the halls with boughs and holly, fa la 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 la.
This is such an exciting time of year. I love Christmas. I love the music, the movies. What's your favorite song?
Oh, my favorite song is probably Mary Did You Know. That's so great. And I mean, we have plays, and what do you like to do?
Well, I love to go to the Nutcracker. And then, of course, I love to watch movies. What's your favorite?
You know, my favorite probably has to be White Christmas, definitely.
Good one.
You know, this has been fun and exciting for us because this is one of our favorite times of the year, Christmas. And I'm just going to sum it up with these words: joy to the world, the Lord has come.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. Take this time to enjoy new traditions, old traditions, and time with your family.
It is, and this is definitely the giving season. So, you know, if you feel that, go volunteer in the community, bring people together. This is just such a great time to hand out candy canes to everybody, and you know, have a lot of fun.
So as always, guys, we thank you for tuning in today. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about who we are and what we do and why we do what we do so well, please just visit the website below, pick up the phone, give us a call. Even better yet, come in the front door this holiday season. We love to meet you. We love to build you a brand new home. I think today, ending the show, guys, it'd be nice to give kind of a gift back to the audience. Let's sing them a Christmas song.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Luke, you want to pick one for us?
Alexa, play We Wish You a Merry Christmas.
Oh, what's candy?
We wish you a Merry Christmas by John Denver.
Thank you.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
That's where we cut.
I had the mouth because I can't carry a tune and I've got the mic on.
I think that still works. We just cut it before.
I heard it was Elmo, and I'm like, is anybody gonna know?
That was really good up into that. What did it do?
It's probably fun. Yeah, we're not going to sing much more anyways.
I tell you, you can cut it right there, and then it can actually go into another version of the song. Well, I guess it's us.
I didn't know we were going to sing. I can't carry a tune, so I just started mouthing because I've got a mouth.
You were lip singing. Yeah.
I couldn't help but pick up the candy cane that's so straight in front of me, and I probably shouldn't, but
Oh, it's
I didn't know what
okay.
else to do.
It's okay.